What's going on, y'all? It is Sisi with the sauce. We are back here in the building, out here in this nasty Houston weather today. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but I'm gonna need it to get it together. But I do have a special guest in the building. We have Miss Ghayda in the building. Welcome, welcome to Cece with the sauce. I'm so happy to finally get you on here. um, so um could you give the listeners just a little bit about yourself?
Well, first and foremost, thank you, Cece, for bringing me on. And I got to shout out Khalid. Come on now. If it wasn't for Khalid from the Pulse magazine and for the H, I think that's what it's called.
For the H.
For the H.
For the H.
I didn't want to butcher anything, so forgive me. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have met you.
Absolutely. Shout out to Khalid for the H Pulse magazine, Pulse Latin magazine. Shout out to that team over there. He definitely likes to network just as well as you do. So I am glad that you were able to come onto my platform finally.
Right? Finally. And then, so a quick little backstory, if we got the time for it, how I met Khalid. So how I met Khalid was through Mike Frost at his event for the Swisha House event. And how I met Mike was through Sheila Swift Kaye when I was invited by DJ E Money, who I met through Sheila's IG Live, and we got connected. He invited me out to the listening party. Sheila introduced me to Mike Frost, and from there, Mike invited me out to the Swisha House event for his graphics that he did were phenomenal. I kid you not. He is one of the best graphic designers I've come across in this industry, especially for the music artists like Paul Wall and all the local rappers and everything. And that's what he's known for. And so I wasn't shy. And at first, when I arrived at the event, I told Mike, I'm like, man, I'm a little nervous here. It's that pregame jitters. He's like, you got nothing to be nervous about. Just be you.
Right.
And so after I loosened up a little bit, relaxed, because I'm always like assertive, which is the right word. And until I start getting to know people, I start loosening up more in the sense that I start relaxing and being able to understand what they do, what they're about. And I get to know them authentically, not worrying about what they actually do. Because I've learned a lot from my mentor, David Tutera, his husband, Joey Toth, who does the self-care. But David is a celebrity event planner who brought a plethora of event planners all across the nation, all over the 50 states, sometimes people from overseas, brought us together and created this phenomenal mentorship. And now we're a community of sisterhood and brotherhood.
Wow, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love your story. So could you tell the people about this beautiful basket that we have in front of you? We would really like to know, what is the name of your company?
Well, thank you for that. Well, this bad boy is one of the heaviest baskets I've created.
It is. It's pretty heavy.
It'll give you your run for your money. It's a workout too.
Yeah, it's like,
it is. So my business is Charm Celebrations. I'm the founder, CEO, and president of this company. And the way I came about doing this, a quick backstory. A shout out to my girl Tracy of Nature's Mixologist, who she creates non-alcoholic beverages, and she's out in Florida. Check out my girl. And we were talking about coming together and working together and creating memorable gift baskets, custom ones. But then later she told me, she's like, G, you're taking the reins on this one. You're very creative. You're very artistic. And so I'm going to help you out by getting gifts for your... And her and my mom and a few other family members pitched in. And the first big gift basket was for my husband for his birthday. And I'm coming up on 1 year for the gift baskets.
Okay, so you established this business 1 year ago. Congratulations on that. It's very beautiful. I see you put a lot of time and effort into these baskets. And shout out to your husband for getting that gift basket. I know he loved that gift basket. So one thing that you said that stuck out with me is that you are the president of this company. And I met you, well, in person. I met you in person at the Female Entrepreneur Awards when you were awarded the President of the Year award. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Very much. You looked lovely that day, and man, it was so many entrepreneurs in the building that day. So many greatness in the building that day that I wish I can get them all on the show and tell their stories. And I'm just so happy and honored that you are here sitting with me today. Even
Absolutely.
after all of life's challenges, we are sitting here on today. So, how long have you been in the event business?
Well, in the industry, I've been in the events industry for over 16 years. Mm-hmm. I started with the nonprofit organization for the American Drew Society. Mm-hmm. I was one of the board members, and I wanted to create memorable events for kids, for teens, for all ages. Mm-hmm. And then I attended University of Maryland, graduated in 2010 with a Bachelor's of Arts degree. Okay. Originally, I wanted to study graphic design. Then one day I sat with my brother and his friends, and I'm like, I don't want to be behind a computer 24/7. Yeah. I'm a people person. Mm-hmm. I love being around people. I love hanging out with everybody. At my job, they call me the life of the party for a reason.
No, for real. Like a lot of people, they go to school, and then once they actually get out there in the field, it's sad to say they end up not liking it and then going back to school to do something else or becoming an entrepreneur like us. It always don't work out that way. But at least you figured that out early on, rather than being unhappy and doing it just because a lot of people do that too. But again, I'm just so happy that you came here, and thanks to her nature mixologist for even, putting that out there for you, because you wouldn't be sitting here today.
Exactly.
Yes. So you mentioned that you have a mentor, that you went through a mentor program. How was that?
That was actually phenomenal. I'm still connected to them. They're like my family. They're like my big brothers. I call Joey my big broski J-man. Mm-hmm. Because the beauty of having a mentor is they truly teach you to think outside of the box, to be very creative. And David's 3 biggest thing: stand up, stand out, and be bold. Mm-hmm. Because if you're not bold, you're still going to be in your bubble. Mm-hmm. And Joey calls being in Zoom. We met at the David Tuter Experience in Rhode Island. # out of the box.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yes. And the mentorship started during COVID. Mm-hmm. And I came across it on Facebook, and it was a blessing that just plopped in my lap.
Right.
And everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that. I love everything that you're mentioning about be stand up, be bold, and stand out. I absolutely love that, because one thing I know I hear about as an entrepreneur, I ask a lot of questions because I want to learn from other people's mistakes, and that's pretty much mentor mistakes. That's how I feel. That's how I relate. Like they made all the mistakes for you. That's why it's kind of pertinent, or it's important to have a mentor sometimes, so that you don't have to figure everything out and be stressed out. Just like it starts with your parents. Your mom, she always trying to tell you what to do and where to go, because she don't want you to make those mistakes. She was your mentor, or whoever was your guardian was your mentor. And had we listened to them, we would probably be somewhere better. And that's the same thing with an adult. When you decide to invest in a mentor, basically they've made all the mistakes. Mm-hmm. So, and then they're able to tell you all this greatness and these stories. They're not going to lie to you. They're going to tell you what they had to do to succeed. And that's why I commend you on even thinking about getting a mentorship before you had launched your company and your brand. Because I know that has to be amazing. Even for you to include them every single time you speak is a beautiful thing. That means they really impact your life.
Definitely. And to piggyback off what you're saying, it also builds a community. It builds people. It builds like a sisterhood, a brotherhood, people you can truly lean on for creative ideas when you're stuck. And then they help you figure things out differently and help you think about it and shift and tweak. And that's the beauty about it. We're not competing. We're coming together.
Right.
Because a lot of people nowadays think competing and being competitive with one another, who's going to get to the top first? It doesn't work like that.
Right. Absolutely. What's for you is for you. Like people always complain, like, why do you give them all that information? Because I mean, somebody can tell me how to work out and get the baddest body, right? But that don't mean I'm gonna hop in the gym. I might have the formula in my head, but that don't mean I'm going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with my business. Like whatever. If I'm telling somebody, giving them knowledge, that's fine with me because they can never be another Sisi. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be there. They're gonna brand their own selves.
Exactly.
Or whatever. I don't. If anything, I'm gonna take pride when they do get to the top and be like, man, I was there. I helped them. This advice. So I agree with you on there shouldn't be any competition. We all getting to the top together. One way or another, we all gonna reach there. So I love that. I absolutely do.
Definitely. And there's no I in team. And when you have people who are better than you, like, of course, your girl who's handling the computer right now, I got to shout her out because without her help, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. And people who are better than us at what they do, they help us get better at what we're doing. Like, do I love graphic design? Absolutely. Will I sit behind a computer 24/7? No. I'd rather someone be on my team and do it because they love it and because they want to. And part of being a good leader is being a good listener. And with clients, especially with baskets, is the same thing with events and any kind of clientele. All they want to do is be seen, heard, and cared for.
Exactly. I love that. So because your business is a unique basket the unique basket creations that you do, I'm guessing it's customized baskets. So you do it with the season, by the birthday party, the things that they love. Okay, so could you tell us how long in advance do we need to give you when we want one of these baskets?
Well, it depends. If you want it for Christmas or for New Year's, jump on it right now.
Yes, for real.
But on a regular basis, I would say at least a month in advance, just to be able to, if I'm ordering something, it gives me enough time to order it, not feel rushed, because rushing is not going to get us anywhere faster.
Yeah, true. So it does look like you put so much effort into these baskets, so I understand. So a month in advance, okay, and we can reach out to you at the charm celebrations on Instagram and Facebook.
On all social media platforms.
Yes. On all social media platforms. We can reach out to you. So we can reach out to you there and put our orders in.
Well, the way it actually works, I'm actually glad you brought that up. So let's play a little game, Miss Sisi.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. So how I would start, I'll ask you, Sisi, what's your favorite color?
I'm going to go with black.
Okay. I also have black colored shrink wrap.
Okay.
Yes. So what would you say your favorite things are? It can be anything from jewelry to Disney to Marvel to plethora of endless possibilities.
I love to shop and smell good.
Okay.
So I don't know how you can implement that in a basket, but I love to shop, I love to eat, and I love to smell good.
So basically what I'm getting from you, you'd love gift cards.
Yeah.
Because then it gives you the ability to choose whatever you want. But we're gonna dive a little deeper here. So what is your favorite restaurant and what kind of food do you like?
Oh, Jesus. I am a foodie. Literally, that's hard to narrow down. Right now I'm hooked on Brazilian steakhouses. I love the customer service. I love the food. I love how fresh and the good quality of food it is. So Brazilian.
Okay. So I can create a custom Brazilian gift basket for you.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes. And you did mention earlier that you're a brand ambassador
Mm-hmm.
for the campaign, right?
Right.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that? And you wanted to talk about like a gift basket for them? And
yeah, well, actually, I do want to come up with a gift basket for Mayor-elect Robin Williams. Because she does so much in this community, and people don't know that she actually continues to work these 12-hour shifts, and she get out here and she represent the community and representing herself as well. So yeah, I definitely will want to put a basket together for her.
Let's make it happen.
Okay. Yes, we can definitely do that. I'll definitely reach out to you about that because I'm so serious. I believe, we're always doing give backs, fundraising. We're always doing things like that. But I would like to actually gift her for even taking on such a huge platform responsibility, as a woman.
Definitely. Yes. And I commend you for it. And I'm very happy for you. And also, going back to the prices, I know we talked about it before behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We're gonna be BTS. So one of my clients, he asked me, he's like, gee, why do you split your costs up? I've split them up for the simple fact of my integrity and my honesty. Because why should I charge you my service fee when one, the items haven't arrived, and two, I'm not doing any work. So that's why I split the cost up with giving people two options. Option A, we go over the same conversation, we deep dive into everything from A to Z of every single item, from the wine, from the chocolate, from the candles, bubble baths. I do bath bombs. I do them all. So there's nothing that you can't find and you want in the basket. I guarantee you, I will go to the ends of the universe to make sure that exact item is going to be in that basket. And also, when the items arrive, I send you my service fee because let me tell you, come January 1st, it's going up $25. The moment you know your worth and everything like that, that's how you know you're doing something good and worthwhile. And with shipping and delivery, I wouldn't charge until the day of, because what I've learned is with the size and the weight that FedEx charges, I don't want to give you a wrong price. And if you do give extra money, I will return and refund that extra money that was not used for one. First and foremost, that's not my money to have. And what I do tell clients is it is open-ended. If you choose to tip, it's completely acceptable as long as you love the service and you love everything about it. Because at the end of the day, this is a service and it is okay to talk about tipping. And I learned this from Sisi Todd, who's a florist. And a lot of people get shy away from talking about it because they feel worried how others would think. I don't worry about what others think anymore.
I love that. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You're branding your own self and your own business. And like again, I do commend you for jumping out here, especially after a pandemic and and being able to even jump into something during a pandemic too. I do commend you because that is a risk and that could be scary for some people. And you're actually doing well. And I pray that your business overflows with so much work that you're going to start having to hire a whole team. You're going to need some assistance. I pray that all that happens for you in 2023. Now, for all the aspiring entrepreneurs that are scared to jump out there, but want to jump out there, what advice can you give them?
Don't be scared. Just do it. Because one thing from my friend who wrote a book called Own It All, her name is Andrea. Without risk, there's no reward. Jump on that risk, follow your gut, follow your intuition. For one, I'm an empath. I can read the vibe. We have our own vibe going on. And trust your intuition. If you know it's something for you, jump on it. Why? Because you never know what outcome you will have without asking the right questions, without reaching out to the right people. I'm very approachable. I'm very knowledgeable. And without asking, you're never going to know the right answer.
Right, absolutely. I agree with you on that 100%. And like she's just to reiterate on some key points, if you don't mind,
Of
of
course.
you saying about there is no competition, you guys. We're all trying to reach a goal. We're all trying to get somewhere. We all just have our own visions or whatever. Just join these communities that's gonna help you and pat you on your back and motivate you and push you to get out there. I mean, that's what helped me. I joined so many different communities and I had to learn how to network because I was a little shy bug. I didn't want to get out there and speak to people. I would be like, oh, I gotta go to this event by myself. Oh no, like I'm still like that sometimes. I'm not even gonna front, but just get out there and network because even if you're just out to eat, you can start there. If you're going out to eat and you just see somebody, you're by yourself, you see somebody else by themselves, ask them, talk to them, and they might open up to you or whatever. And you never know, they might be the person that you need to help you jumpstart your business. So just get out there. My advice will be just to talk. Just start talking to people. But I definitely appreciate you coming on to the
Thank
show. I
you.
definitely appreciate you coming on to Sisi with the Sauce. Don't let this be the last time that we talk or
No
meet
doubt.
up
No
or
doubt.
whatnot. I definitely want to keep in touch with you with the baskets. They're very beautiful. You guys, make sure you get on her page, check her out, make sure you follow her, and make sure you hit her up. She will talk back. Trust me, she's not one of those people that won't talk back. She's definitely gonna talk back. But thank you, Ghayda, for coming on CC with the Sauce. And you guys, make sure you guys tune in to the next episode.